Let's go, fight fiends! It's been a week off. Now we're ready to come back and attack, get the win versus these bookies. Let's beat them up. Let's beat them to the dirt. We're in Nashville, Tennessee. And we got a main event, Derrick Lewis, Tallison, Teixeira. Great card. There's going to be a bunch of finishes on this card. That's my forecast. If you want the forecast on each and every fight, stay forecasted. Smash that like button. Comment below. Help with that algorithm. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. $100 giveaway this week. Don't miss it. Hashtag F3. I'll talk about the giveaway at the end. But first, we're going to talk about each and every fight at UFC Nashville. Starting it off with the first fight of the night in the women's strawweight division between 7-1 Fatima Kline and 8-1 Melissa Martinez. Now, Martinez coming in here as an 8-1 underdog. That's a serious underdog. Probably the biggest underdog on this event. Now, do I think she should be an 8-1 underdog? Hell no. Do I think she should be an underdog? Probably. So I'm going to pick her to win. The odds don't make sense. We're going to get some value taking her to win. Low-level women's fight. Both these girls 0-1. 1-1 in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like 1-2 fights in the UFC. Still green. Look at the record. 7-1. 8-1. Both these girls have not lost a lot. Don't understand why Melissa Martinez is getting disrespected here. She's, 5'2", shorter fighter. A little bit older. She has a brother in the UFC, though. David Martinez from Mexico. And I think brother-sister duo they're gonna do all right. Now she beat Elise Ardalian, 9-6 in her last fight. She looked just all right. She might do enough to get it done here. Huge underdog. Not confident in the pick whatsoever. I think she goes out there, slimes the decision. I'm about 51% confident in this one. Fatima Kline, 8-1 favorite, probably wins this cleanly by a decision. But I'm going to be hoping and praying the Mexican Melissa Martinez can grind it out and steal it on the judges' scorecards in a close women's fight. I don't understand the odds whatsoever. If you think Fatima Kline is going for the finish, you might be onto something. Maybe that's why she's such a big favorite in this fight. She could be en route to a quick finish. We've seen that before. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. First fight of the night, I'm calling the underdog where the underdogs tend to be live. You know what I'm saying? First fight of the night, we tend to see those underdogs cash in. Let's hope we can get one here at 8-1 odds. Maybe it was the 2 shots I had at the start of the show, but I had her locked in after I did all my research, and I'm going to live with it. 51% confident she can get it done. Flip a coin. I think it's a 50-50 fight. She's an 8-1 underdog. What? All right, Mike Davis, he's back. Lightweight fight here with Mitch Ramirez. Giddy up. 8-2 Mitch Ramirez lost by leg kicks in his last fight. He struggled with Thiago Moises at range. He's good on the feet. That's where he finds his finishes, more or less. He's not going out there grabbing the submission. In this fight, I think Mike Davis all around will be the better fighter. He's coming off a close, unanimous decision loss to 16-4 for East Ziam. No harm, no foul. Ziam has a high IQ. He's a much better fighter than Mitch Ramirez. This is a step down from Mike Davis. I think he's going to dominate this fight wherever it goes. On the feet, on the ground. I think he likely just wins it by a decision, though. Pretty confident. Mitch Ramirez is lucky to be getting another fight. Let's say that. 8-2, I don't think he's ready yet. Finished in round 3 to Thiago Moises. He's tough. He can eat a couple shots. Mike Davis not going out there and finishing recent opponents. I'm seeing this one going 15 minutes with Davis dominating pillar to post. Now the next fight, quite interesting here. We got Kennedy Nzechukwu and Valter Walker. Valter Walker, Johnny Walker's brother, yes. 13-1. He was fighting in Russia, training in Russia. He's Brazilian. Johnny Walker's brother, 27 years old. Still pretty young in his career. And he went out there and won his last 2 fights by heel hook. I don't think that's going to hold up at heavyweight. Taking a step up in competition now, I can guarantee he's not getting another heel hook. Unfortunately, though, Kennedy's in it. What was I going to say there? Kennedy Nzechukwu. Kennedy Nzechukwu. Unfortunately, he can be knocked out. He's been knocked out a few times now. Like 3 times round 1. Like, people can get him out of there early in the fight. Valter Walker, I don't think he's a great striker. I don't think he has a ton of power, but he could prove me wrong. I'm not going to make Kennedy Nzechukwu a lock of the week. I'm going to make him my pick. I do think he lands the better shot with the reach advantage. 4 inches to work with here at range. Kennedy also is moving up from light heavyweight. He's looking a lot better at this new weight class, heavyweight. He doesn't have to cut as much weight. He's a huge frame. And hopefully he can get past a guy like Valter Walker. We'll see, though. If you want to see each and every bet that I'm going to place on this event, UFC Nashville, all what you got to do is join Patreon, $5 a month. You'll see each and every bet with the unit size going down on each bet. So I'm telling you right now, people listening, this one likely won't make it to the bets this week. Not feeling overly confident in Kennedy Nzechukwu. He is a favorite. Let's hope he gets it done here for the long shot parlays. Now the next one, we got another women's fight. Lauren Murphy, 16-6. Been away for 2.5 years. And after a long layoff, she's getting a girl 10 years younger, hungry in her career, looking to make a statement versus an old veteran. I got to go with Eduarda Moura to get it done. 11-1. Big favorite in this fight. I'm not going against it, though. She should be the better fighter. She proved she can go 15 minutes in her last fight. It was Veronica Hardy, 9-4-1, but still a good win. Showed us she has the cardio to go 15. She could go 15 and beat up Lauren Murphy in this fight. Murphy at 41 years old, back after 2 years, is probably just showing up for a paycheck in this women's fight at flyweight. Now the next fight we're talking about is Jake Matthews, 21-7 versus Chidi Njokuani, 25-10 at 170 pounds. Chidi's 4 inches taller. He has a 7-inch reach advantage in this fight. 6 years older, though. 6 years older. Although, coming off a big win to Zaleski dos Santos, knocked him out round 2. 3 months ago, Jake Matthews not really a finisher. Beat Francisco Prado in that last fight by a decision. He's been quite inactive compared to Chidi in their careers recently as well. I got to go with Chidi Njokuani to get this one done. Bang, bang is how I see this one going down. Round 2 KO. Chidi gets it done again. He's won a number of fights, and I don't see him slowing down just yet, especially off that big win to Zaleski dos Santos in that last one. We've seen Rinya Fakhrdinov struggle with Zaleski dos Santos, and Chidi just walked through him. Bang, bang. I think Jake Matthews is in serious trouble in this fight. He'll be lucky to survive the full fight, 15 minutes. I'm sensing a finish for Chidi. And I'm also sensing another shot. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Chidi. Bang, bang. Now, this next fight should be a bang, bang KO as well. Chris Curtis back in action. 31-12. 31-12, Chris Curtis. How you doing? He's fighting 20-11 Max Griffin, though. Both these guys, gatekeepers, showmen. And they're going to stand and bang. They're going to make it an entertaining fight. Chris Curtis making the move down a weight class as well in this one. So hopefully he gets the finish. Because I'm taking Chris Curtis KO in this fight. He's had a lot of knockouts in his career. When he first came into the UFC, we were cashing on Chris Curtis KO. Max Griffin lost to Michael Chiesa in his last fight, round 3. Started to fade in that fight. 39 years old, lacking motivation. I think Chris Curtis has the motivation training with Sean Strickland all the time. Extreme Couture, no matter if it's on the judges' scorecards, he does land that KO. At the end of the day, he just has to win this fight. I think he shows up here and gets it done. So cheers to Chris Curtis beating up Max Payne Griffin. Maybe Max has to feel that pain for a little bit. Maybe he just gets finished again like he did 6 months ago. But 5 months ago, right? 5 months ago, bro, Chris Curtis got knocked out. Max Griffin still hits hard. He went toe-to-toe with Michael Morales. Michael Morales' toughest fight to date. So yeah, can't be overly sold on Chris Curtis. He lost his last 2 fights, but he does have motivation to win. Max Griffin's fading. Max Griffin isn't trading with the better training partners, in my opinion, as well. I give Chris Curtis the edge. But to make him a bet, a lock of the week, I don't know. I don't think so. A pick is a pick. A bet is completely different. A lock of the week is completely different. So, let's be smart. Chris Curtis for the win. Play a prop bet if you want. But I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Griffin has proven he can go toe-to-toe with some of the best in the division. But then there's a side of him that showed us that, yeah, he can get finished quite easily in this fight. Now, Kopylov was a good striker, a much better striker than Max Griffin, in my opinion. So I don't think Chris Curtis is going out like he did in his last fight. And I don't think he's going to lose a close decision either. Chris Curtis is the play here as a favorite to end the prelims off here. That's a headliner fight. Should be a banger, toe-to-toe. Because it's a headliner, we could bet Chris Curtis KO. I think he shows up off 2 losses, motivated, ready to go. Let's fucking get this money. Beat these bookies up, just like Chris Curtis is going to look to beat up Max Payne Griffin. Just like Melissa Martinez in that first fight is going to look to beat up Fatima Kline. Yeah. She's probably betting on herself. She's probably putting a couple racks on herself to win, right? Big payday, extra money. You can bet on yourself. You're an underdog. Why not? It's not illegal to bet on yourself. So, let's see what happens in Nashville. Smashville. For Saturday night here. It's going to be Smashville. A lot of finishes. It's going to be a wild event, especially on this main card. We got a banger at light heavyweight to start off the main card. Junior Tafa taking a step down, cutting off some weight if he can. He didn't make weight yet. 6-3. He's fighting Tuco Tokkos. He's English from Great Britain, England area. You know what I'm saying? He's not from the taco stand. Tuco Tokkos is game. He's 10-5. He's a great fighter. Could be a world champion, but he's just lacking some talent for sure. And he is durable, I would say. He did not get finished to Navajo Sterling. I don't see him getting finished in this fight, but I see him losing. Potential sneaky play on Junior Tafa decision on the props here. I think Tafa is the better striker. He'll walk forward, do enough to win. Honestly, he probably knocks him out round 2. Tuco Tokkos, if he gets into a slug fight, he's probably going to get caught and knocked out. If he bees patient and acts like a little bitch, he's probably going to lose a decision. So he's probably losing this fight. He is an underdog in this fight. First fight on the main card. I don't sense the underdog. Maybe MMA Husky Hustler does. Maybe Prelim Tim does. But Fight Fiend forecast, I'm taking Junior Tafa. I said I would never do this again, though. You know, some of you might have heard me say that too, but I'm gonna take him to win. And I don't like the pick. I don't like this fight, really. 10-5, Tuco Tokkos, 6-3, Junior Tafa. It is what it is. Hopefully it's a slug fight, and we end out on the right side of it. Junior Tafa, take it the fuck home here. If you lose this one, if he loses, This one, I'm off Tafa gang. I'm off Tafa gang. Never again. Never a fucking again. Swear to God. He has to beat Tuco Tokkos. He has to. He lacks a 4-inch reach advantage. Tuco Tokkos is 7 years older. Tuco Tokkos by a submission is actually a sneaky play. So, we'll end it there. This fight is sketch. Vitor Petrino lock of the week. First lock of the week, I would say. 11-2. Vitor Petrino as a favorite. 4-1 favorite at heavyweight. Moving up to heavyweight here. Should get it done. He is in need of a win. He's off 2 losses now. Anthony Smith, Dustin Jacoby, it is what it is. Guys with a ton of experience. Better guys than Austen Lane has fought for sure. Austen Lane just got knocked out bad in his last fight. He got knocked out to a Tafa brother. He got knocked out to a Tafa brother. Tafa gang for life. Petrino is the play lock of the week for life here. And I'm telling you because he has the power. He has the better IQ. He has the better decision making. He's more of a fighter. Austen Lane used to be an NFL player, right? So I don't think he's fully equipped for MMA, this sport. He has power in the hands. He's big, 6'6", but honestly, his chin is not going to hold up. Vitor Petrino has the better. Well, he just got knocked out too, round 3, but Vitor Petrino has the better durability. When you put these two side by side, Petrino's going to end his night. He's going to finish him by knockout. He's just going to be the harder hitter, more technical, more accurate with those shots. You know, he's fighting a guy 13-6, Austen Lane, who's been knocked out 6 times in those 6 losses. This guy's chin is not good. 7th event in Nashville for the UFC. I predict it's the 7th loss and 7th knockout loss for Austen Lane. So, what do you know? The Zodiac forecast might come through on this one. We're going to hammer Vitor Petrino lock of the week by knockout. Put the hands on the globe. This is coming true. 7th event in Nashville. 7th loss. 7th knockout loss for Austen Lane. I can see it happening too. He's a 4-1, 5-1 underdog. How do you think it's going to end? Honestly. You taking the dog in this one? Don't do it. Please don't do it. Maybe in this next one. Hop on the train. Let's go to work. Nate the Train Landwehr fighting versus Morgan Charriere. The public is on Charriere. The bookies think he's the rightful favorite. That's funny. That's funny. I'm taking Nate the Train. I'm on board. I'm on board. I don't think Morgan Charriere is going to land that shot. He did versus Gabriel Miranda. But Nate Landwehr has fought the better competition when you compare these two. He's a more durable fighter. And he will walk forward and look for a finish of his own. And he will fight for your money. And he is also training in Tennessee. All right, we're in Nashville, Tennessee. I think this underdog is live. He is my pick. He is my bet. Nate the Train. I'm on board. He has a 3-inch reach advantage in this fight. He is 8 years older. He's 37 years old. But the heart is there. Just like Darren Elkins. This guy has the heart and determination to get it done. Yeehaw, I'm taking him to win. We're getting plus money. I expected this one to be a 50-50 fight. Potential favorite for Nate Landwehr. Boy, I was wrong. Boy, oh boy, I was wrong. Morgan Charriere seems to be the side. I don't agree. He's 20-11. And he fought at Cage Warriors majority of his career. I don't even know if he's UFC caliber. He just lost to Nathaniel Wood. Unanimous decision 3 months ago. Nate Landwehr is kill or be killed. Now, if you disagree, that's completely fine because he's not the official dog of the week. I got a much better underdog in the back. He's waiting. He's waiting. And then we got the third last fight of the night. And we have one lock, Vitor Petrino. Now we got a close fight, 50-50 fight. Last week, that's where everything went to shit. taking Renato Moicano over Beneil Dariush. In this fight, this could be the mistake. 50-50 fight. Books think it's close. Me personally, I'm 92% confident my guy wins. My guy is Steve Garcia. You think I'm taking Calvin Kattar, who got outboxed, to Max Holloway when Holloway didn't even have to look at him? You know what I'm saying? Pathetic striking, defense from Calvin Kattar. I think he gets beat up, bruised up in this fight, knocked out to Steve Garcia, who's on a roll. Knocked out Kyle Nelson in his last fight, Canadian, as well. Kyle Nelson, he was doing good, being durable, showing his heart and determination, getting a couple wins, stacking them up, and then he just got flatlined round 1. So to think I'm going against Steve Garcia and not taking him as a lock of the week, as a slight favorite, y'all crazy. He is a lock of the week. He is one of the best picks for value on this card. Steve Garcia is finding the finish by knockout. 3-inch reach advantage. He's 6 feet tall for featherweight, and he hits like a truck. He will fight for your money. High IQ. Kattar's 37. Unfortunately, he's a little past his prime right now. Even his gym can't pick up a win. I'm not thinking he will either. Give me Steve Garcia as a lock of the week. He's getting it done. Renato Moicano's a guy that's money hungry. He's a little too focused on the money. Steve Garcia hasn't done anything yet. He's still working up the ranks. This is a statement fight for Steve. Let's go, Steve. If you're listening, let's go, buddy. Steve in Discord. He's listening. Tristan in Discord, shooting their shots. Gray. We got Rich Off War in the chat on Discord. So check out his plays this week. We got a bunch of Discord forecasters ready to get this fucking money. And Frank Bush, he's listening. He's going to put his parlay in there later with Bryn Ray, Husky Hustler. So make sure you put hashtag F3. Put your lock parlay in the comments below. I'm giving it $100 pretty much every week. Now we got the co-main event. All right, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, 42 years old, versus Gabriel Bonfim, 27 years old, is a fight I did not expect. I didn't expect it. Wonderboy at some point is going to hang him up. 42, he can't keep it going. He keeps losing. He can't go out like that. Do I think he's going out with a big win over Bonfim? I don't think so. I can't see it. 42 years old, Bonfim will be aggressive with forcing those takedowns, and at some point I think Bonfim gets a takedown. If he gets a takedown, I think it's trouble. I think Wonderboy can't really get up. He's a karate-style fighter. He's going to look to keep it on the feet, keep it striking. If he can't keep it striking, he's in trouble. You might want to take Wonderboy, maybe possible decision, knockout situation. Great underdog value there. More experience. Honestly, though, if he gets taken down, he's probably getting submitted. Bonfim's hungry. Statement fight, just like Steve. I think Bonfim makes a statement here. I'm confident enough to make this favorite a quite big favorite, honestly. It's not like, oh, you're really taking Bonfim? No, he's a huge favorite. Like 4-1 favorite. Don't be surprised if he wins and submits Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. That's probably what's going to happen. He is the lock of the week. Third lock of the week. We're going 3 for 3. We're going 3 for fucking 3 this week. Gabriel Bonfim, Steve Garcia, Vitor Petrino. Lock it in at plus 165. Thank me later. Let's get this money. We got the main event, the official dog of the week. There is no way I'm going against this guy. Built like a brick shithouse, Derrick Lewis. Hits harder, more experience. And Tallison Teixeira, unfortunately, my friends, has never fought anyone good. Has never fucking lost. He's never lost. How many people this year that have never lost? Year of the snake. These eggs are getting cracked. Destroyed. Tallison Teixeira is not at that level. He just beat Justin Tafa 7-4. That was the most credible win he had to date. We can walk through the other incredible wins for Tallison Teixeira over his 8-fight career. This guy is 6'7", but the bigger they are, the easier they fall, and he's 25 years old. He has not fought guys like Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast, most knockouts in heavyweight history, off a win to a guy 11-1, Rodrigo Nascimento. Knocked out De Lima. So, you know what I'm saying? He's beating guys still. He's not out of the game. He knocked out Curtis Blades, for crying out loud. He's beat guys better than Tallison Teixeira. The only thing that Tallison Teixeira is a lanky guy that can get knocked out easily with the chin hanging up in the air and a massive spider on his chest. All right, let's take a step back and look at his wins. He has 7 knockout wins, 7th event in Nashville. He's going to stay on 7 knockout wins. And he's the favorite. We're getting Derrick Lewis at plus 225. Tallison Teixeira, 8-0. He beat Justin Tafa, 7-4. We talked about that. Beat a guy, Arthur Lopez, 6-1 at the time. Arthur Lopez is 6-3 now. He's 6-3 now. Before that, he beat a guy 2-1, 2-1, 4-16, 1-1, 0-1. There is no way. There is no way Derrick Lewis takes a loss here. He's getting his 24th knockout win professionally in this fight. He's going to dominate the green Brazilian Tallison Teixeira. Big spider on his chest, looking like Charlotte's Web type shit. Nah, bro. Don't take that favorite. Leave it off everything. Derrick Lewis, dog of the week. He's dropping a big one. He's dropping a big one. He's going to take those pants off because the balls are hot. He's going to take the trunks off, his shorts off because the balls are hot. He's coming in hot. Probably round 1 knockout. And if he doesn't knock out Tallison round 1, it's going to be round 3. It'll be the 7th knockout, round 3 for Derrick Lewis. 7th event in Nashville. And Tallison, he'll stay on 7 knockout wins. Derrick Lewis said it himself. I'm not sure if it's true or not that this fight is going to be scripted for him to win. The UFC wants him to win. Go back and watch Ariel Helwani's podcast with Derrick Lewis. He said this fight coming up, it's going to be scripted for him to win. And he's getting it done round 1. I believe him that it's going to be scripted for him to win and beat this new prospect up, like he said. But round 1, I'm not so sure. I think it might be round 3. Round 1 official call. I'm hedging with round 3. It's round 1 or 3 knockout for Derrick Lewis in this main event. Almost 100% confident. But the official forecast percentage for me is 88% Derrick Lewis for the win. And he is a plus 225 underdog. That makes him the official dog of the week. That makes him the most confident dog of the week this year. Your most confident parlay. You can take an over 1.5 on this one if you want. I leave it open to do what is comfortable for you. If your lock play is over 1.5 in a fight, maybe you like a fighter by knockout, you're that confident, you want to juice it up, you can do that. You might want to juice it up because the most valuable lock parlay gets the $100 in a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker situation, the greatest odds gets the win. You want to make sure it's a juicy parlay. Yet, it's your lock of the week. It has to be valuable. Maybe your lock parlay is all it's going to take. A big chalky parlay, you're the only winner, great. But if there's more than one winner and you have a plus 100 parlay, you're probably not getting that $100. Bryn Ray probably has a plus 700 cooking up here. MMA Husky Hustler could have a plus 500 and they beat you because you both have the win. Multiple people commented last week, no official winner. Unfortunately, one off on every single comment nearly. So everybody nearly won, but everybody was one off. A lot of people were ready to go down to the wire in the tiebreaker to see who had the best odds. Last week was wild, or the week before, we just had a break week. The last event was wild for the lock parlay. We're going back at it. We're giving out another 100. Let's see Bryn Ray, Husky Hustler, Frank Bush. Everybody comment below. Let's see if you can get the $100 this week. Plus 100 odds, plus 100 odds or above is a requirement. Use the hashtag F3 and put your most confident parlay below in the comments. Money line, if you want to take 5 fighters on the money line, give her. If you want to take props, overs, unders, give her. Give me your lock parlay, plus 100 odds or above. with hashtag F3. Let's go, Fiends. Let's go. Let's get this money. Let's beat these bookies up. Put them in the dirt. Time to put them in the dirt. We're in Tennessee. It's gonna get a little dusty, you know? The shades might have to come off here and there, you know? At the end of the day. At the end of the day, we're gonna get it done. Through thick and thin. Through rock and dirt. We'll find a way. We're going to beat these bookies up. Might be their last day. After Fight Fiends take over at UFC Nashville. The parlays we're going to cook up. We'll be back for the Prop Fiend show as well. Me and Husky Hustler. And I might have a nice parlay ready for everybody. I'm a man of my word. I got some parlays ready to go for this event. We're going to smash this one. Thanks everybody for staying forecast.